What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 3 of our Toronto Maple Leafs Franchise Mode series. And before we get into it, as always, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. The support helps me out a ton. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. And as always, to start an episode, we're going to go over our lines headed into the 2025-26 season. This is actually a team I'm pretty excited about this season. Top 6 absolutely stacked. Bottom 6, they're also really solid, right? No one in our bottom 6 is below an 82 overall, and it happens to be one of our young guys, just 23 years old. But I actually moved Crosby over to playing left wing this season, mostly because Tavares just has, higher face-off stats. But both lines get +3 on the top 6 here. First line is nearly close to being perfect. Wish it was a +5, but what can you do? Regardless, this team looks really good. Take a look at our defense here. Also looking really solid here. Sandin and Clark there on that first pairing. So good. And then Liljegren and Roy on the second pairing. And then Mayfield and Brody rounding it out. Two veteran kind of guys. Really great shutdown defensemen. So that's a good third pairing. As for goalies, we signed Philip Gustafsson to a 3-year deal worth $6 million per, so we're hoping he can, get it done in the playoffs. As you can see, last season was the only year he was a starter, and he actually played really well. Before then, backup was kind of rough, but once he came into the starter form, he was playing really well for Minnesota. So we're hoping that the poise can go up, but a lot of critical stats are really good, right? Like breakaways a 90. 5 holes 89, so all high 80s, and is starting to break into the 90s here with him, so hopefully he can get it done. Take a look at our power plays, just nasty. These units are gross, like up and down the lineup. We just have really good chemistry all over the place. Penalty kill looks fantastic. That first unit there, even the second unit, really good. Third unit, great as well. 3-man PK, we love that lineup there. Those guys are going to do some work, and same with the other units. Not going to see as much of the time on the 3-man, but still going to be really good for us. So this is a team that I'm really excited to see how we do. We're gonna monitor some contracts throughout the season as we simulate through the year, but I don't see any reason why this team shouldn't do really well this year. So as always, we're gonna head out to January 1st of 2026 and evaluate how we're doing then. All right, so headed into the new year, just about the halfway point of the season here, a little less. We're playing pretty well. 21, 11, and 4, 46 points. That puts us at second in the Eastern Conference, and right around the top 10 in the league, which is good to see. We're playing well. Austin Matthews there going off 44 points in 36 games. I like how we're playing, and I don't see any reason to make any moves. We can just look at our stats here really quickly. Crosby there going off 37 points. I mean, everyone's putting up points here. Let's see, the plus minuses are looking pretty good, honestly. So I think we look pretty solid headed into the trade deadline. We struggled at the beginning of the season, we were on a 5-game losing streak or something, and then, we started picking it up big time, obviously, only losing, a handful more games since then. So seems like the guys we brought in the offseason are settling into their roles, and Gustafsson as well, just kind of settling into some more solid play here for us. So we're going to head out to the trade deadline and see if we want to make any moves then. Alrighty, so right ahead of the deadline here, we have a record of 39, 19, and 5. Good for second in the Atlantic, tied in points with the Panthers. Who else, of course? And yeah, tied for second in the Eastern Conference still. Playing really well, 83 points. So Blackhawks actually popping off this season, 94 points. So that puts us in the top 5 in the league. Playing really well. Austin Matthews is absolutely going off this season. Oh my goodness. Actually insane. And one thing I did want to show you guys real quick before we do the trade deadline is John Tavares and Sidney Crosby both want extensions, but Sidney Crosby here dropping pretty fast in rating, even though he's still kind of going off in points. So we're definitely not going to keep him. And Tavares actually, see how much he's asking for, almost 8 million. So he'll probably say less than that. In all honesty, I'm thinking that we kind of see what his asking price is at the end of the season, see what his rating is, because it might be a case where we let him go and make a splash in free agency with a big signing for a younger guy that we can keep long term on a good contract. So that was just something I noticed. But otherwise, looks like we're playing well. We'll head into the trade deadline here. I'm going to say we're going to be conservative buyers. Don't want to do too much because everyone's really playing well. So yeah, let's do it. Alright guys, so I'm trying to make a trade with Arizona here, trying to get Jacob Chikrin, offering up Liljegren, a first round pick this year, and a Afinogenov. As you know, Afinogenov was a first round pick, medium top 6. Just really looks like he's not going to grow too much, but he does have more value because of the X factor, and because he's held on to that medium top 6 tag there. And then Liljegren, you know, medium top 4, 26, young, you know, so could still play for them, expiring contract. He'll be cheaper to sign back than Chikrin here. But, you know, with some of these contract decisions, I think we could probably re-sign Chikrin. You know, I guess we'll just see. But I think add a little bit more depth to our defense. Liljegren here, you know, good plus-minus rating, but overall, again, 83 overall. Chikrin here, obviously 89 overall, really, really good, but logging a ton of minutes, and minus 13 looks kind of ugly, but then look at his defensive stats, so good, 91 D awareness, and he's playing on the Coyotes, so that plus minus is to be expected. He's got better stats than Liljegren, so value seems pretty even. Let's see what they say. Trades rejected, okay. So not really interesting. Okay, so we're going to have to play around here. They like the first, they like Afinogenov. I want to hold on to Liljegren, though. Alright, we'll see what we can work out. Alright, a first, a second, a Afinogenov, and Liljegren for Jacob Chikrin. Prayer Circle still doesn't get it done. Alright, I'm going to do one more effort. And if they still don't take it, then I don't really know what they want. Alright, guys, I decided to just scratch the trade for Chikrin. I really don't know what they want for him. We put in, like, way more than what they were asking, and they were still saying no. So, what even is, like, the trade value bar for? So we're gonna have to shop around a little bit more if we want to make a move for someone. I'm not sure though, but we'll look. All right, so the trade deadline's over. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make you know, any moves. I mean, not that we really needed to. Our team's looking pretty solid. As you can see here, though, Skinner going to the New York Rangers, pretty nice trade for them. Nico Stern to the Sabres. Drew Doughty there, that's a big trade. Going to Calgary with 2 seconds in return for Rasmus Anderson and a 7th. So honestly, that's a really good trade for LA. Anderson a lot younger than Doughty and on a much better contract. So good for them. David Perron there going to Seattle. Morgan Frost to the Islanders. Tom Wilson to the Wild. Ferraro and DeBrusque to Florida. Hartman and Whitecloud there going to Arizona. Noah Hannafin, another big trade there going to Seattle. Georgiev going to Columbus. Sam Reinhart, big trade going to Boston. Let's see, Dehana, Tampa. Hampus Lindholm there, big trade going to Winnipeg. And Boston gets a first in Havlat. Corey Perry and Ross Colton to Minnesota. Mikkola to the Rangers. Marcus Pettersson to Seattle. So not a super active deadline, but certainly some big trades. That's the biggest one, I think. Yeah, for sure. Lindholm, Geeky, and Silverberg to Winnipeg in exchange for a first and Havlet. So that's a haul for both sides there. All right, so headed down the stretch here, we're looking good. 40, 19, and 5. 2 points ahead of the Panthers for first in the East. Matthews, again, just going absolutely God mode in this season. 90 points in 64 games. Should easily crack the 100-point mark. So sim out to the end of the season, and let's do it. All right, so here we are, end of the regular season. Another great season for us, going 50, 22, and 10. Good for 110 points, just 1 point back from the Panthers for first. You know, in the Eastern Conference. The Blackhawks there, though, oh my God. They went off 125 points. What the heck? But yeah, another really great season for us, hitting that 50 win mark. We love to see it. Matthews here absolutely popped off 109 points. Sheesh. Take a look at our forwards there. Yeah, that first line, him and Marner absolutely going off. Tavares and Crosby there absolutely killing it together. Crosby down to an 85. He started the season at an 89, but he still went off. Nylander, Velarde there putting up 72 points. My goodness, dude. Absolutely insane. Neighbors there down on the fourth line putting up 29 points. That's actually really good. Same Omar Blaine. I don't want to call him Oscar all the time. Omar Blaine. Just 7 minutes, just under 8 minutes ice time a night. Still putting up 16 goals. That's some really nice depth scoring there that we like to see. As for our defenseman, Clark there going off 51 points. Really great season. Look at the plus minus ratings. That's what we absolutely love to see. So Clark and Sandin were quite a good first pairing. Roy and Liljegren locking it down, and then Mayfield Brody. You like to see that from your depth defenseman. Whoops. We want to see how our goalies did. So Philip Gustafson, I mean, you know, definitely like not the best numbers overall, but still pretty decent. And Aiden Hill, as usual, just a fantastic backup for him. Curious to see. So stats stayed pretty much the same. Poise didn't go up, which concerns me a little bit for the playoffs. But again, those other critical stats like the, glove and breakaway, really high. So hopefully he can get it done for us. Take a look at the league as far as everything goes. So the Panthers there winning the conference. Obviously the Blackhawks take home the President's Trophy. But yeah, finished third in the league. So really good, tied with the Avalanche for points. Take a quick look at the rest of the league. 4 points here. See where Matthews finished. And wow, okay. So Connor Bedard just popped off. He's playing with Timo Meier, of course. They were just tearing up the league this season together. Matthews there, though, third. Gaudreau and Renton and rounding out the 100-plus point mark. McKinnon there, 99 points. And we have Marner. Really awesome to see. Check out the defenseman. Makar, oh my gosh. He'll win another Norris this season, plus 35, 97 points. Dude is just absolutely insane. And goalies there, Allmark leading the way with 47 wins. The best save percentage for a starter will be Swayman, though. .921 there. And best goals against for a starter will be Allmark. So, I'd say the Vezina is a toss-up. Like, there were some decent, him, Swayman, Vasilevsky there playing really well. So, that'll be interesting to see who walks away with that. But it's time to head into the playoffs here. All right, guys. Well, who else in the first round would we play but the Tampa Bay Lightning? I do want to go see who they have here. Yeah, so they are pretty top heavy. I mean, that bottom six is what the heck, but their top six is pretty stacked. They got Isaac Howard there, developed quite nicely for them in this simulation. Sometimes he doesn't pan out, but looks like he is this time. Playing up there on the top line, pretty interesting. As for their defense, I mean, they got a solid defensive core. Pretty interesting, though. 73 overall, playing down there with Perbix on the bottom pair, but Gavrikov, Chernak, really awesome second pairing, and then, that top pairing is just nasty, and then obviously they got Mr. Vasilevsky in net with an 85 backing him up. What the heck? Where did they even take this guy? They probably traded for Messina, but really weird numbers there. Probably I don't know. But still 85 overall. This team is good. Pretty decent record there. Can't take them lightly. And let's go the first two games here. See what happens. 3-2 win and a 4-3 win. All right, nice 2-0 lead. Going down to Tampa. A 6-3 win. Oh, okay. So we sweep the Lightning. All right. Nylander there went off 6 points. And we're actually waiting for every other series to finish. So, wow, we just made quick work of the Lightning there. That was unexpected. Like, at least win one, guys. Like, come on. But let's go to the second round. Off to the second round we go. See who we get here. All right, so second round here, we got the Ottawa Senators. Interestingly enough, haven't seen them yet in the last couple seasons, you know, in a playoff matchup for us. But wow, they have a really good forward squad here, just stacked top six. They got Riley Smith here, playing so much depth on their lineup that Brady Tkachuk there's on the third line. That's a bit concerning for us, to be quite honest with you. Defense here, though, really good defensive core. My goodness, wow. So this team is really good. I got Ville Husso in net. Hasn't been playing too well in the playoffs, though, so maybe we can take advantage of that. I'm surprised this team didn't do better in the regular season. 44, 31, and 7, which is respectable, but, you know, certainly not taking them lightly. They have such a good forward core. Like, my goodness. Let's take the first two games here and see how they go. A 4-3 win and an overtime win. All right, 2-0 lead going back to Ottawa. Let's see, a 3-0 loss and a 5-2 win. All right, 3-1 series lead. Let's go sim this period by period. Chance to take the series down after 1. Down by 1 after 2. And we just couldn't get it back. Oh my gosh. So, 3-2 series lead. Headed back to Ottawa. You know what? We're just gonna go a 3-2 loss. Oh my god, guys. 3-1 series lead. No way that we blow this. No way. Game 7. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Let's go through the second period here. No way we blow a 3-1 series lead. Actually, yes way we blow a 3-1 series lead. My goodness. This is just ridiculous. So, like, Husso decided to just go on a heater with us these last several games. Wow. This is terrible. And we're at home, too. Like, this is awful. Alright, so we get a power play goal. Still some time. But it's dwindling. And 3-2. Alright, come on, boys. Oh my gosh. We climb all the way back in it just to... Wow. And that's the nail in the coffin there, so... Oh man, it's frustrating, the simulation sometimes. Like, there's just no way that we should have lost that series. Like, I strongly believe that. So let's take a look at our guys here and see what happened. Because that's super frustrating. I mean, what the heck? I mean, people were going off. Liljegren was literally a +8. What the heck? I guess they got us on the depth scoring. Like, having Brady Tkachuk down there. Gustafsson played well. I mean, like, what? 0.917 and 2.64. He played well. I guess that was just the sim deciding to screw us over, because I just don't understand how we lose that series, but whatever. Out in the second round, really sucks, and out to the draft we go. Alright, take a look at the draft lottery here. Montreal wins the first overall pick, and then Vegas, San Jose, Boston, and Nashville rounding out the top 5 here. And take a look at the retired players. A couple big names here. Pavelski, Taves, and Perry there. Also got Stastny and Perron and Couture there. Hanging up the skates. Giordano there also retiring. I don't know why I do that. Any goalies here? Jonathan Quick plays his whole career with LA. Wouldn't that have been nice? Then you got Talbot. No other really big names. But I am still just so confused by that second round loss. And as you can see here, Stanley Cup champions in 2026 are the Dallas Stars. Ottawa ended up losing to New Jersey in 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals. So, how does it feel, Ottawa? Anyway, that was super frustrating. We had a really great first round there with a sweep, and then just couldn't get lucky with the sim. But off to the draft we go. And take a look at the draft here. Gavin McKenna with a medium franchise potential. This guy looks pretty insane. Wayne Gretzky style. Looks absolutely gross. Just go through the top 5 here and see what happens. As you can see, we're picking 24th. So he's an 83 overall. Sheesh. Vegas gets an 83 overall as well, medium elite. Sharks get 81 overall, and Kosick, then Garrison, rounding out the top 5. 69, nice. But I feel like they messed up. There's got to be a hidden gem here. There he is. Rizzy, he got the Riz. 80 overall, medium elite. We'll go to our pick here, number 24. Alright, so this draft class fell off for sure in the second half of the first round. So we're going to select Gavin Niedermeyer here. 3 years ETA, locked in, medium top 6, and has a shutdown superstar ability. So definitely the best one here. And he's a 64 overall. You know, it is what it is. Not the greatest pick here. We have a couple second round picks though, so hoping to find some hitting gems there. Alright, so at 49th overall, we're going to select Ben Nichols. Got a similar stat as Zdeno Chara and potential for a superstar ability. Our scouts like him. Looks like the best option. The medium elite guy here is like just not going to be that. Doesn't seem like it, so we'll pick him. And he's medium top 6, so that kind of sucks. No X factors, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, so next we're going to select Jonas Hillis. Guaranteed 4 years UTA, 50-50 low elite, possibility for superstar. Gotta take the chance here, looks pretty decent. And he's actually low top 4, so not too bad. I'll take a low top 4 in the second round. And we'll go out to our next pick here. Alright guys, so next we select Antti Numelin here, 81st overall, 4 years ETA, so he's going to be lower rated, but he's got chances at an X Factor and zone abilities. Gotta take a chance here. I like him a bit more than these other goalies we have pinned. Just better stats, better outlook. See? And he's a medium elite, alright, and he's got those X Factors, so hopefully he turns into something for us. Alright guys, then we might as well select the other goalie that we have here. Low, medium, elite. Like, didn't really scout him that well, but gotta take a chance here. 120th overall, what can you lose? And he's a medium fringe starter. Alright, so not the best here. Wild actually getting a little hidden gem there. But gotta take a chance on the goalies, you never know. Alright, so next we select Mauricio Pog. Maybe he's a Pog. Probably not. But let's see, bottom 6. So he's not Pog. Alrighty, gonna select Ariel Urquhart here with I believe is our last pick. 216th overall. I mean, you gotta take a chance. There's, you know, 7th round, nothing to lose here. And low 7th. So yeah, that definitely sucked. But that'll be it for the draft. Overall, I like our picks, you know, like the first half, I'd say, even up to May there at 120th. I think we're relatively solid. And then after that, they fell off. But overall, decent draft, you know, with the higher picks for us. Alright, so Logican asking for an extension. I'm glad we didn't do it when he was asking earlier in the year, because asking for like almost 5 million. See if we can get him 2 years at 2.4. Alright, so I'm making the decision to re-sign John Tavares for 1 year. Asking for 7.8. See if we'll take 7.1. He actually went up to a 90 overall, so I think he's too good to pass up. We'll only have to go on the hunt for one more forward to fill in our roster this year for the upcoming year, so we can make a big splash and then sign some defensemen as well. 25 million in cap space. Fair offer. Let's see what he says. Alright, so JT says that he wants some more money if we're only going to give him 1 more year. That's fine. We can make that work. Alright guys, so John Tavares is really playing hardball here. Ah, man, I mean, it's so much cap. I don't know. I really don't know what to do here because we still got Matthews. We're going to have to re-sign. He's probably going to want a bag and a half. Just wonder, 9 million. I'm going to have to think about this. All right, so I definitely want to renew Tavares because looking at the pending free agents, there's really no center that, you know, is as good as he is. At his age, especially 1 year, I think is fair. So I'm going to keep bumping it up a little bit until he says yes. Currently at 7.55, so we'll see what he says to this. And there we go. JC says yes, 1 more year, 7.55, very fair contract. And, you know, he could be retiring after this season or next, so we'll just kind of see how it goes. All right, actually, I'm going to try and bring in Mason Marchment on just a 1-year deal. Bump it up actually to 3.8, give him some more incentive to sign with us, hopefully. I want to keep these contracts short. He's got really great defensive stats, could easily slot into 3rd or even 4th line would be kind of nuts. But yeah, I don't want to put 2 rookies, you know, I think Gauthier needs to spend 1 more year in the AHL and then he should be good to come up with us, but see what he says to this. All right, so we bring in Brett Kulak on a 1-year deal, I believe. Nice to have on a bottom pairing on our defensive back. We also bring back Scott Mayfield, 1-year deal as well. He'll be a nice bottom pairing as well for us. All right, so we got Mason Marchment for 1 year. Nice signing there. Great depth option for us. All right, guys, so Austin Matthews does need an extension. Gonna try and get him for less than he's asking. He wants 7 years, but obviously really don't want to make that commitment until he's 35. So I'm going to send him another fairly short-term deal here. Go down to 4 years. He drops down to 11.275. See if we could get him at 10.5 and, you know, see what he says to that. I think that would be a good extension. Take him till he's 32 and obviously keep him around for a while and save us some extra money. So we'll see what he says to this. All right, guys, so to finish out the episode here, as usual, we'll take a preview at our lines headed into the next season with the Leafs. You know, again, this team looks really solid. Top 6, obviously stacked. I'm going to, you know, experiment a bit, move Nylander down to the 2nd line and put Velarde on the 1st line. That 2nd line there gets a +5 with Poirier there. 20 years old, 80 overall. We selected him in the 2nd round, so he looks like he's developing pretty well, to be quite honest. So we'll give him a chance here on the 2nd line. Nice +5, so he'll be playing like an 85. And then the bottom 6 here just looks really stacked. You know, all 83s on the bottom here. 2-way forwards and some snipers. So should have some depth, nice depth scoring there. As for defense, looks pretty solid overall. We actually acquired Carlo in a trade with Boston. We pretty much gave up nothing. A couple prospects that just weren't developing at all for us. So easy yes for us. 1 year on his contract. So, you know, he provides some really great shutdown defense there. You know, his defensive stats are so good. Very physical guy. Playing with Liljegren, they get a +2. Sandin and Clark here, obviously our first pairing. They've been tearing it up together. Don't want to break them up, even though they get a +1. They just play so well together in this sim. And then Kulak and Mayfield here on the bottom pairing. Just really good depth defense. And then as for goalies, still rolling with Gustafsson and Hill. Gustafsson actually went down to an 86. I don't know how, considering he had like a pretty decent year for us. I guess because he played a little bit worse than he did last season in Minnesota. But, you know, he played well. His poise went up to an 83 again. So, you know, some stats are improving, which is good to see. He played really well in the playoffs. You know, I'm not pinning that 2nd round exit on him at all. I just think the sim really screwed us over there. And I just want to sim out and see if we can hear from Austin Matthews on that contract extension. We also renewed Sharangovich just for 1 year. He's been a great depth 4th liner for us. And they want to send us Monahan. No, thank you. I really just want to hear from Austin. Austin, can you please get back to us? Calgary, leave us alone. That's not Austin. There we go. All right, easy peasy. So that'll free up some more cap space, get Austin Matthews extended again. 4-year deal. Look at that. That frees up about 1.25 million next year. So that'll be really nice. Also, John Tavares maybe will retire. So we could make a big splash in the free agency. There weren't really any good options for us that we would really feel a need this year. So, maybe this coming free agency, we can hit someone really big. But yeah, that will do it for this episode. I'm really excited about this team again. I think, like I said, the sim just really screwed us over, but we have a really good team here. And hopefully, heading into season 4 is the one where we can get past the second round now. Maybe we'll get a second round curse here and hope to make our first conference finals with the Leafs. But that'll do it for this episode. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. The support helps me out a ton. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. And until the next episode, have a good one, y'all.